Hey folks, it's Greg and Janet with Strange RV Tours, coming to you from Fort Smith, Arkansas, at the barracks, courthouse, and old jail where Judge Isaac Parker held court. He was also known as the hanging judge. Come along with us. Okay, it's a beautiful building here. It's a very historic place. This building over here to our left was actually the second jail. I believe it opened in 1888. This building right here up on the second floor, right up here, was Judge Parker's courtroom. The first floor, right along in here, was the barracks, and the basement, which you see this white basement down here, that was the old jail, also known as the Hell on the Border jail. And I've been here before, and this jail would be a terrifying place to have to stay. Take a look at it here, see if we can see inside of it. I don't know if I can get my camera in there or not. We'll see. That jail was just barely tall enough to stand up in.
But you can see it kind of all the way open across.
It was dark and dreary in this jail. I would not want to be stuck in there.
This looks like where they have the power source and the piping.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, well, let's walk around the other side, see if we can see in the other side any better. You can see how dark that was in there. Now, Judge Parker was known as the hanging judge. He sentenced 160 men to death, of which 79 of them were hung. In fact, at one time he sentenced 8 men to death. One of them, I believe, was acquitted, and one of them died in jail before he could be hung, but the other 6 were all hung on the same day at the same time on the same gallows. Oh yeah, this is a better view of it. This is part of the jail underneath the cells. That would just be a horrifying place to have to be stuck. Dark and dreary. Could you imagine having to live in there? Oh goodness. It looks like the jails were pretty much an open room, so you not only are you having to stay in a dark and dreary cavern like this, low ceilings, and the food must have just been horrendous, but you were stuck with a bunch of other really bad guys. view. Ew, that would be horrible. What a dreary place. Surprisingly, they do have a fireplace over there on the left side. I guess to keep the prisoners warm during the winter. I guess they want to keep them nice and safe until they can kill them. Wow. That is one massive flagpole. How cool is this though? Isn't that a cool building? I visited this courthouse before, and you know, you just don't get a feel, you just can't really get a feel of how terrifying this place would be until you see those jail cells buried underneath that building. And boy, whew, I still get the heebie-jeebies just thinking about being stuck down there. Okay, we're gonna walk on over to Judge Parker's gallows. Let you see where his real business took place. Judge Parker actually did not believe in the death penalty. He was against the death penalty, but he did believe in doing his duty. And according to law, if you were arrested for a crime and convicted of a crime that required the death penalty, he'd sure give it to you.
Wasn't he a descendant of your family?
Yeah, supposedly he was a descendant, a long lost descendant of my family. So,
most of the criminals we track down are white out. And you got some Negroes and a few Indians. Better step on the inside now, man. Here they come.
this was Judge Isaac Parker's gallows. And the original gallows I guess they're long gone, but this is a reconstruction at the original location of the real gallows. And he would hang up to 6 men at a time up there. I'm going underneath to see if we can see the trap doors. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you see where the trap doors operated. It's from this location, or from this courthouse, that Belle Starr went before Judge Isaac Parker for horse thievery and was convicted, and she was sentenced to a prison in Detroit, Michigan, where she served, I believe, 6 months or a year. And over here on this side, you can see the lever that sent 79 men to their doom during Judge Parker's time. He presided over 13,460 cases, I believe. He was one busy judge. Of his 160 people that he sentenced to die, 4 were women. But none of the women were ever hung. Here's his quote: "I do not desire to hang you men. It is the law." We are at the Fort Smith National Cemetery, and we are standing here in front of Isaac C. Parker's gravestone, the hanging judge. This is where he lays at rest. Golly, this is a beautiful, beautiful National Cemetery. I'll give you a view. It's just gorgeous. Wow. Judge Isaac C. Parker is buried next to his wife, Mary E. Parker, 1839 to 1926. And they had 2 sons, Charles and James. Hey Janet, why don't you go on up there and stand right up there above that trap door and tell me if it feels secure.
No, thank you. Not allowed up there.
I bet you I can get you in there. Okay.
Wishful thinking.
All right, folks, we hope you enjoyed our little tour here of the old courthouse and everything that has to do with Judge Isaac Parker, the hanging judge. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you enjoy all of our videos, please hit the subscribe button and hit the little bell up in the corner so that you get notifications as to our future videos. Anything you'd like to add?
I'm glad we live this time of, you know, life, not back then.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary looking contraption.
Yeah, but.
All right, folks, we'll see you later.